happy to see you. Well, I can't see you guys yet because I haven't signed on. We're having discussions that I need this mat and he has to have this one, and he disagrees. So, you gonna make space? Finally, thank you. Burr. No, it's not playtime. You know that. We've already tried to wear you out so that you wouldn't do this. You're gonna say good morning to everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't know how I lost the page. Yes, leave site. Yes. There we are. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Molly and Susan. How's everybody's body feel from yesterday's practice? My back felt glorious all day. From all that movement, I had good communication through the spine. And here's how I really noticed it. I know you guys are going to laugh at me. I had to back the car, and you know when you can turn, and you're like, hey, even though I have a camera, I still look, right? But I could turn pretty easy instead of this thing, you know, where we go like this. I was like, oh, nice. I could back the car up. So I could definitely tell the work we did in the spine. Good morning, Julie. Yes, Wonder Woman is on my desk. I was telling you guys, I'm slowly filling in those holes, and that was a gift from one of the cons that I went to. There's a local artist who paints superheroes, and I always try to support local. And a friend of mine bought that for me because he said I was like a Wonder Woman, the amount of stuff I did. And it means even more to me because about 6 months after that, because he was an older gentleman, we would have lunch on Tuesday every day. He was, or every week. He's a veteran. And I happened to meet him when I like to go to diners to eat. I like diners, so like Fat Jacks and things like that. And I was sitting up at the bar, and I sit next to this older guy, and I'm like, how are you? Fine. How the hell are you? I'm like, great, thanks for asking. And that made for a beautiful friendship for the next 3 or 4 years. Every Tuesday we'd eat lunch together. And he bought me that, but right after that he passed away. So it means a lot to me. So I thought that it would fit in that little cubby like the one above it, but it's a little too tall. But I just put it there to make me happy. So right now it's there making me happy. Oh, holy smokes. A pickup full of dirt. That's a lot. Thanks to yoga, I feel great. I didn't think I'd be able to get out of bed this morning. Fantastic. Good morning, Betty. Good morning, Becky. Peatrice in the house. Make sure I see everybody. Everybody saying good morning. Thank you for that. And I just love Wonder Woman. I'm glad you do too, Julie. All right, I don't see Barbara yet. Good morning, Leanne, my sweet angel. I'm looking forward to our weekend together. Where's Barbara? She's always here waiting on us. There she is. Happy hump day. Still stiff from floor cleaning, but I'm here. Yay. Yeah, housework and yard work will kill you before anything else. Oh, good. Good morning, April. April, I gave the soap that you made to my parents, as in, you know, you gave it to me a while back, but they were finally receptive to that soap, and it's working. Just wanted to let you know that I may be buying some more bars of soap from you. It's amazing. Checking in with you guys. There's still people in the house, but Nobody was in bed. Well, Taylor's in bed. So Parker picked me. Good morning, Vicky. Nice to see you, sweet pea. All right, so I kind of have ideas in my head about what we're going to do. Do you guys have any suggestions of how we can spice this up? Oh, isn't he cute sitting over there? He's being good today. Well, he's good every day. He's being less active. How about that? All right. Anybody want any particular body part or any poses in particular to add to our fun for today? Because today is day 51, something for a stiff back. Man, we worked back yesterday. Wing It Wednesday. Oh my God. I love that. That's like the best tagline ever. We have Fabulous Fridays and Wing It. We had Movement Monday. We can have Wing It Wednesday. Fabulous Friday. Soul Sundays. We have a thing going here. I see that. All right. Lower back, please, unless that was yesterday. I often expect to be stiff or sore after class. Mostly I'm stiff or sore if I don't get this class. It's funny how that works. Why does my back hurt? Wednesday, yes. Let's do some more back stuff. There's a whole lot of backs here that need some addressing. So yesterday we were working that wave of the spine. So maybe today we can do strengthening instead of this mobility. I don't even want to say flexibility because that's not even really kind of what we did. We worked on being able to isolate one vertebra from the other and moving in and out of postures. So we can work on lifting and lowering and working through the QLs and working that back body. So that's something we can absolutely do. Love it. All right, it's time to wait. We need to get moving. So let's get settled. Get comfy. Have my Yoga at Unity tank top on. If you guys didn't buy any, and the last lot, there are still some of these left. And then when these are gone, I'm going to go ahead and start buying the ones for fall, which will be the long sleeve, cut out. It's going to be a different color. They mixed this ink for me. It was supposed to be a little more this color. But I still like these, and they're very comfortable. Just letting you know, there's still some available. If you're interested, just DM me and I will send them to you. All right, we're all here. We're ready to party. Head comes forward, feel the back of the neck stretch. And the head comes up. Right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. Back to the center. Get here. No, down. Lay down. We set the intention for the practice. We find our breath. And we slowly let that head lift. We're going to open those eyes, release the fingers, out, and up. Really big stretch here, opening through the arms, lifting through the chest, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and twist to the right, tall spine. Left shoulder comes down, right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract to the right side, slowly coming up. I know. It's yoga time. And back to the center. Out and up. And rotate to the left. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right shoulder comes down. Left hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back up. That was my burnt arm, dude. Ouch. Come here, sit down. Chill. Find that inner peace. Om, dude. Om. And lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly, we're going to come back up. We're going to change the cross of those legs. Seriously. Down. Thank you. Left arm comes down. Reach with that right arm. Turn that armpit up. Nice big stretch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arm comes up. Bend at that elbow. Twist it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind and lengthen. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Katie Bug. You made it. And slowly come back up. They run pretty true to size, if you were wondering about the shirt. Oof, that was uncomfortable. And right arm down, left arm reaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that hand come up. We're going to bend at the elbow, twist it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind and lengthen. And slowly come back up. Arms come behind, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, open the heart. Forward fold, hands come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come down as we come up. Back so the hands come together. Roll back body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release. Let's see if we can just move the body sideways. So that's going to cause you to isolate from the hips. It's easier to do seated because the butt won't move because it's on the floor. So we're trying to take just this part of the rib cage and move it to the side. And now we're going to take the rib cage and move to this side. Side to side. Now this is an awkward feeling movement, but it's going to help lengthen the tissue here on either side of the body. Working through that side body. And we talked yesterday about the 5 directions of the spine. Forward folding, so forward, backward, twisting, lateral movement, which would be this movement like this, and extension. And we really want to try to put all of those things in every practice to have a good, healthy spine. Last time, to the left, to the right, and stop. Now we're going to do cat and cow forward, but in a seated position. So belly comes forward. Notice when your belly comes forward, heart turns up. And then switch it. Forward and back. So there's this movement, belly forward, heart lifts, and back. So it's this open and close with the chest. Open the chest, close the chest. Open, close, open, close. One more time. Open, close, open, close. And come back to the center. Now we're going to rotate it. We're going to do I'm trying to think of what it was in the 80s. That was called Stir in the Pot, and this was called Cabbage Patch or something. Those silly dances in the 80s, right? That's what we're going to do. We have these nice big circles. Stir the pot. opening through the spine. My favorite one from the 80s was the sprinkler. Yeah. And the next time we make it to the front, we're going to change directions. Nice work here. Good morning, hola, from Chile. I love that we have folks from Chile. Come on. You'll be fine, Caitlin. Just visit with us then. Just wait for Jeffrey to get back. You can visit in here and put in notes. You should be okay. We're just going to sit most of the time. And we're going to come back to center. Now, from here, we're still working on back body. But we need to get these hips a little loose. We want to work through the glutes so that we can get into the QLs and start strengthening the back. And anytime you strengthen the back, that means you have to strengthen the front too, which means core. Sorry for your luck. And we're going to put the bottoms of the feet together, tall spine. We're going to grab those feet and lean forward. Feel that work on the insides of those legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come back up. We're going to let those knees come up. We're going to cross those arms, roll the back body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees in, change the cross, roll the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring those knees back in. We're going to reach down, grab that right foot. Oh, extend the leg. Nice work here. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go out to the side. Tall spine. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's bring that leg back up. Bend that knees. Let's switch. Left leg comes up. Tall spine here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring that leg back in and put that foot down. Drop those knees over to the left. Really let that hip come down. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back up. Extend those legs out. Add the hiccups if you're wondering why I'm being weird. Just trying to count and between hiccups. And lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to get some twist ends, and then we're just going to get right into it. Core is going to help our backs so much. I can virtually hear the moans and groans. I know you're like, okay, I trust you if you say so, but I'm not happy about doing ab work. And lengthen forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come up. We're going to put that foot next to the thigh and rotate to the right. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We come back to the center. Grab the foot, rock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once we're done with that, we're going to take that foot, place it in, lean forward again, Just a little work in the hip. It's probably the only work that we get in because the rest of it's back and core. 3, open through this hip by pushing it back and down. 3, 4, 5, slowly come up. Right hand behind, press down to come up, lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the booty comes right back down. We're going to take that right foot and place it into that hip crease. We're going to bring that knee up and let that right knee come down. Tall spine, really opening through waistline, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, we're going to release. Bounce it out. Happy time. Everybody's waking up. Left leg comes over and come forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we come up, foot comes next to the knee. Rotate to the left. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come back to the center. Grab the foot and rock it out. Oh, Jessie doesn't have any internet or she would be here. Oh. Lo siento, Jessie. And put the foot on the inside of the thigh. And we're going to lean forward. We're going to push that left hip back and down, back and down. And then slowly we're going to come up. Left hand comes behind and press down to come up and lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the butt comes right back down. We're going to take that left foot, place it into the thigh. Right leg comes up, left knee comes down. Tall spine here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release and bounce that out. Yay for us. Now we need to get into that back, working some core. So the best way to do a lot of that ab work is reclined. So we're going to pull those knees in and lay down. All right. Laying back down, a nice little rock here from side to side. We're going to let those arms come out to the side. Drop those knees over to the left. Feel that rotation through side body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees back to the center. Over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees back to the center. We're going to put those feet up in the air. We're going to reach up, grab those feet, and start pulling those knees down. Oh, feels really good in the back body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. We're going to cross those knees, pull those ankles down and up so we can feel the back. Here we're very aware of how flat the spine is. We take the curvature out by pulling those knees in, that curvature in the lower lumbar. We still have that curvature here in the neck. 3, 4, 5. And grab those feet, pulling down and up. And when I say take the curvature out, we make it pretty darn flat. I mean, obviously there'll be some subtleness in that spine still. and a release. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on obliques. And so our obliques are these muscles here on the sides of the body. They're kind of like these synergistic helpers to the abs. They're what help us turn from side to side in rotation. And we're going to let those feet come up flat. We're going to keep those legs glued together. We're going to put the arms out to the side, but we turn the palms down to give ourselves some support. And we're going to allow those legs to come over to the left. So all that weight is in your left glute. And those legs are extended. And we're just going to hang out here for a little bit. We're going to keep that right shoulder on the floor, and we're going to remember to breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those feet back to the center. And then we're going to bring those legs over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. Keep left shoulder down. 5. Bring those legs back up. Now, from here, we're going to do it again. One more set. Bring those legs over to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the center. Over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. We're going to bring those legs back in. We're going to hug those knees, take a break. Now, the next posture that we're getting ready to do is leg lifts. Now, leg lifts can be a little uncomfortable on your lower back because of the amount of work. It's uncomfortable there because the abs are having a hard time, so it pitches into the back, and it's hard for the back as well. So when your back is flat like this, it really focuses the attention to the abdominals. If your back is arched like this and you're trying to lift, it's going to bring the attention to those muscles in the back. So we want the pelvis to flatten out so it isolates abdominals. How do we do that? We do that with our palms. So we're going to put our hands under the back of our glutes. So I'm going to sit up so you can see where my hands go. They end up going about right here. So it's not all the way under your butt cheeks. It's right here. Like, here's your sacrum. You're going to kind of be like this. You might have to tuck your thumbs in because you'll crush them otherwise, but right here. So we have those hands over there. Elbows are out to the side. We're not trying to look cute here. We're just protecting the back. Adjust your thumbs wherever they need to be. And you're going to bring those hands up. Those are not hands. Those are feet. So we have those legs up. And again, you may have to kind of change and move your hands around. They may have to come down a little bit. But the goal right here is to try to keep that lower back flat on the floor the best you can. We're going to slowly start to bring those legs. And we're going to get to like a 45 degree. And we're going to hang out here. And your body's going to go, and that means good. You're tapping into those muscles. And we're going to breathe and smile because it increases our face value. And then we're going to allow those legs to come down about 6 inches off the floor and hold it. Really try to keep that navel pushing the lower back to the floor as we still breathe. We're not holding our breath. We're holding the pose. We're going to see if we can lift to that 45 degree. And we're still hanging out here. We're like, holy guacamole. And then we come all the way up to the top of that pose and take a break. Oh, nice break here. So we're going to slowly come down to a 45. And we're going to hang out here. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let those legs be about 6 inches off the floor, hanging out here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those legs back up, holding it here. 1. It's getting harder. It's hard for me. I'm getting warm. Barbara, she's taking off her jacket. 3, 4, 5. And lift those legs up. Take those hands out. Pull those knees in and rest. Holy guacamole. 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy smokes, that was a big deal. So we're going to put the bottoms of those feet flat on the floor. We're going to press through those feet, lifting the booty up. So we're trying to push those hips up towards the sky. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to roll back down. One more time. We're going to press through those feet, rolling up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slowly rolling back down. Maybe a little windshield wiper here with the knees, because you're going to elongate this muscle and this tissue through the side, and that might be a little cranky from that last posture. Gosh, we're doing great. We're going to pull those knees in, cross at the ankles, roll up. Lots of work. Jessie, you must have gotten internet. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Rachel. Nice for you to join us. So happy that you're here. All right, so we've done that work reclined. Now we're going to do some work seated. We're going to work on our boat posture. We're going to keep the knees bent, but we're going to be doing this movement from side to side so that we can work through the side body as well. You might need to sit on a blanket if your tailbone is sensitive. Let's see if we can pull these knees in and be nice and flat. All right, so this is where we're going to start. And we're going to bring those hands to the heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to turn to the left. 1. Elbow touches the knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the center. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when we get to the center this time, we're going to extend the arms. Legs can stay bent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put those feet down. We're going to hug them. Found a way to make you sore. And we're taking a break. So we're going to repeat that again. Are you ready? So there's 5 in the beginning in the center, but none in the center in the middle of this thing, and then 5 at the end. So we're going to pull here. So facing forward, we have 5 in the beginning here. So we're going to put the hands here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None here. We go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we get here. We're going to extend the arms. We have 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet come down. Body comes down. Rest. Wowzers, right? We're going to cross those ankles, come on through, hands and knees. So for those of you who have sensitive knees, you're going to bring in the blanket. If the blanket's already there because you used it for your bum, that's okay. All right, so we come into our table. Now we want to get some twists in, we want to get some relief in, and thread the needle is always really good for that, but again, thread the needle in a child's pose is just so nurturing, in my body anyway. So I have wide knees, my feet are together. I'm going to put my arm through, but then I'm going to sit back into child's pose. So I'm going to slide my right arm through, but sit my booty down, and really lengthen the left arm. Right here comes to the mat next to the right shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly, we're going to come back up. And that left arm is going to thread through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You drink my coffee, buddy. We're going to rumble. Is that what we're doing? Okay. And come into your child's pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slowly we're going to sit up onto the feet. Now, as we come up onto the feet, we're going to bring those knees in. We're going to see if we can sit on the feet, opening through the tops of the feet. Nice elongation here through the knee. Nice tall spine. So, we have been practicing some sun salutations where we lift up really tall and we lower down. Now, you might have noticed in the last couple of weeks when we've been practicing that you get about this far off the ground and you kind of go the rest of the way, right? It's these QLs, these muscles in the back. We're trying to strengthen this. We're going to work on Warrior 3 too, because that's also a spot there that's holding the body up. But I want you to see if you can find that spot that I'm talking about. So we're going to start off kind of easy. So we're going to extend those arms out. And notice that I have my booty as far back towards my feet as I can get them. So that's a nice counterweight because during quarantine, I've gotten fluffy. So there's plenty of weight back here, right? So we can lift. And you notice that initial lift gets kind of hard before the weight shifts and you come up. So as that weight shifts back, you're like, oh, this is much easier. But as you start to come down, try to keep those biceps by the ears. You're slowly coming down. You get about right here in gravity. You're like, oh, gravity. Blah, down, right? You're like Newton. Yes. Newton's laws are correct as you're trying to come down. So that's the space that we're trying to work. That strength in that lower back that we're using to lift. Okay? So try to keep those biceps by your ears. See if you can lift up. Lift, lift, lift. You feel that work in the back. Lifting up. Nice work. And then, what are you tracking? There's a bug in here or something. And forward fold. Nice work all the way down. And let's see if we can do that one more time. Lifting up. It's the up, the defying gravity. That's always the hard one, right? We can regulate gravity going down. So as we bring those hands down this time, nicely done. We're going to lift up. Nice tall spine like a cat. And then we're going to let the belly come down, heart comes up. And we're going to let that spine come up. And we're going to let that belly come down. And flatten the back. We're going to make a C with the spine to the right. And we're going to make a C with the spine to the left. Back to the center, turn those toes, down dog. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Lengthening through the spine, filling in lower back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend those knees looking forward. We're going to step forward. Fingertips flat back. Try to elongate through the spine. Make the body really, really long. Forward folding. Bend those knees. Inhale all the way up. Hands come back down. Nice work. So we're getting ready. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to break down Warrior 3, but we kind of need to shake out the work that we've done. So we want to do a flow that has Warrior 1 in it. Warrior 1 is considered a standing back bend because of the shape that the body takes. We'll add goalpost arms too to really open that back body. So we're going to get in a back bend, which is going to counterbalance those abs that we've been doing, and then we can break down Warrior 3. Come to the front of that mat. Inhaling up. Exhaling, forward fold. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Bend those knees. Step that right foot back, grounding that foot. From there, we're going to inhale all the way up. Warrior 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands slowly come down. We're going to step back to plank. You big doofus. Knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga to the floor. Lifting that chest. Tall spine. 1, 2. Keep those feet together. 3, 4, 5. And lower the chest back down. We're going to press to table. From table to down dog. Bending and stretching. Lengthening through the spine. We're going to bring that right leg forward, grounding that left leg. We're going to come up. Warrior 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let those hands float down. Come to the ball of left foot. Step forward, fingertips flat back. You may already start to feel your lower back. You're welcome. Forward folding. Inhale all the way up. Hands down. And it won't be too much from overuse. The only time we've really done that usage this morning is when we were doing that lift and lower in child's pose. But now we're going to work through Warrior 3. Warrior 3 is that balancing pose where your arms are forward, your leg is back, right? We're going to try it several different ways so that you can see where the work is. We're going to do the easier way first. And by easy, I mean you're relying heavily on gravity to help you get in the pose. So we're going to start with our left foot forward. Left foot, heel, ball, toes. Placing that down. We're going to let all the weight be in that left leg. We're not going to worry about the arms. Once you add the arms and make yourself longer, we have that leverage and the fulcrum kind of changes a little bit. So much work on your lower back. So we're going to keep the hands tight into the chest. So you can put your hands in the heart. So while they're here at the heart, we're going to slowly start to pivot forward. As you pivot forward, do you feel gravity pulling you down? The work that you have here, other than the balance, is making your body go choop and tighten up. So it's a tensing to keep you from going the rest of the way down. You try to square off the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to bend that knee and let that foot come back down. Okay? So with that work, you definitely felt it in your hamstring, for sure. You didn't feel it a lot in the back. Maybe in the initial, as you're lowering down, you're trying to be soft and then tightening those muscles up. When you do it that way, hamstring, glute, you absolutely feel it. Let's try the other leg. We're going to start with that right foot. Heel, ball, toes, putting them down. Bend the knee, putting all the weight into that foot. Hands at the heart. Slowly we start to come forward. Feeling that work, hollowing out the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. bending that right leg to put that foot down. And then stepping forward. So when we do that posture that way, we absolutely feel it in the hamstring and the glute. But what's happening is gravity is pulling us down, and we have to tighten up the back body to keep the torso from going the rest of the way down. So there's not a negative space. By negative space, it means you're past a distance and you have this space to fill before you gain momentum up, right? We're going to try to do that same posture from the floor and lift our torso up, and you'll see the difference in the back body. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the left foot. So we're switching over, and we're going to come forward, and we're going to notice that my knees are bent so I can touch the floor. We're going to put our fingertips on the floor. We're going to let that right leg come up, and we're going to straighten the left leg the best we can. So notice that I'm not way up here. I'm just here somewhere. Maybe I'm parallel to the floor, maybe I'm not. Then I'm going to see if I can come up onto my fingertips. Then I'm going to see if maybe I can bring one hand to the heart. And then the other hand to the heart, and then lift. Lifting is so hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy heck. And back up. Lifting afterwards to come up so stinking hard. Good morning, Brian. Thank you for the sunshines. Mwah. Lifting the body significantly harder than lowering the body down. Lots is going on here. I'm sure that you felt it. Let's try the other side. You're going to have one leg that's a little stronger than the other, so balancing won't be as difficult. So we're going to start with that right foot. Heel, ball, toes. We're going to maybe soften those knees, put those fingertips down. Straighten the leg, lift back. So I'm parallel to the floor. Now I'm going to see if I can bring right hand to heart, left hand to heart, and then lift up into position. Now keep in mind, I'm only lifting about a foot or so, not even. And it is so hard. You feel like you're lifting a crane. 3, I didn't eat that much cookies. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend the knee, sit that other foot down, and come up both legs. So much harder, right? Big time. We're going to come to the front. We're going to shake it out with one vinyasa. Inhaling up. How you guys holding up? Forward folding. We're doing pretty good in there. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Soft bend those knees. We're going to send that right foot back. We're going to send that left foot back. We're in a plank. We're going to put the right knee down. Spin it out. Left hand up, left leg up. We're just doing something a little different, taking that focus away from the front and back of the body, bringing it to the side of the body. 3, 4, 5. Let's bend that knee, grab that foot. Open through the front of the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Left knee down, kick it out. Right arm comes up, lift that right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend and grab. Open through the front of that hip and smile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Right hand down, right knee down. Turning those toes, down dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, we're going to slowly come forward, fingertips flat back. Good morning, Ann. Forward fold. We're just hanging here. You're looking at your knees, not your feet. So the neck has this chance to elongate. We're going to soft bend those knees. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. Bring those hands to the heart. I'm stepping out to the right. Now I'm stepping out to the right because the camera's here. You step out whichever way you need to so that you can still see your screens, but you need to be long ways on your mat. This is our last posture before we make it down for rest. All right, now from here, oh fun, I love that. From here, we're going to put the hands on the hips. We're going to slowly start to fold forward. Now notice this is that same work that we did in Warrior 3, but we have a wider base. We're going to let those hands come down. Nice forward fold here. So we get a chance to elongate through the spine, through the crown of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love how this works and how it feels on the body. We're going to straighten those arms. We're going to put the left hand down. And we're going to twist that right arm up. But we're going to try not to shift the weight. Try not to shift your weight. That's hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that right hand come down. Left hand comes up. Don't shift the weight. There's going to be a side that you want to shift because it's tight. This is that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand comes down. Soften those elbows. We're going to put those hands on the hips. And we're going to elongate through the crown. And we're going to slowly start to lift. And it's that lift that's working back, glutes. Nice work here. Whoa. Slowly we're up and we are donezo. We're going to turn the left toes towards the front. Step to the front of the mat. And step out wide. And slowly sit the booty down. Oh, that is awesome. No, you're going to do all the replies to the comments. You can do that. Back stretch. I love all these comments. You guys make me so happy. And then we slowly sit the booty down. And we're going to hug those knees. Feel that lower back stretch. Feels so good. And then from there we're going to lay down. Hey, everybody needs a dog in Shavasana. And then with those knees, we're going to slowly put those feet on the floor. This might be a little too much love, but just a little too much. And then, but I can't get back over. Thank you. No, sir. Lay down. And we're going to press through the feet, lift the booty up. Nice contraction through back body. You're holding those knees. Those knees are like you're holding a block or a blanket so that you can stay parallel. Nice strength here through the back body. 3, 4, 5. We're slowly rolling down. And relax. Windshield wiper those legs. We did such good work. So we need to get a much deeper twist in here because we did do so much work in the back. So we're going to do that reclined twist where we have those legs crossed very tightly. So I'm going to bring my left foot in alignment with the spine. And I'm going to cross the right leg over, but I'm going to squeeze those legs in tight. I'm going to lift the booty up and slide it to the right. Totally just roll those legs over to the left. We're trying to let that right shoulder sink down. We feel that work in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. You're really sinking into it. Bring those legs back up. We're going to unwind the legs, bring them to center. Right foot goes in the center. Left leg comes over. Lift and shift. Bring those legs over to the right. Oh, well done. Finishing up that practice. Maybe you got some snap, crackles, and pops. I did. Had a nice lower back adjustment. 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees back up, unwind those legs, coming back into the center. Windshield wiper those legs. We're going to extend those legs and extend the arms above. Nice big stretch. Maybe we can point those toes. Wiggle. Hands to the belly. Take any other poses if you need to. If there was another knee to the chest or another bridge pose, take that. We let the back body sink to the floor. The top body sinks down on the back body. Releasing the feet, the ankles, the shin and calf. We move through the knees and into the thighs. We soften the glutes and pelvic belly. We release the lower back and navel, mid back and solar plexus, shoulder blades and heart. We soften the collarbones, the neck, the jaw. We find the breath, and the breath is shallow from that inactivity of being reclined. We try to increase that breath by feeling that inhale travel up back body, feeling that natural pause, and exhaling down front body, feeling that natural pause before you inhale. Smoothing out the tissues, releasing any place that's still a little stiff or cranky. Inhaling up back body, exhaling down front body. Inhaling up back body, exhaling down front body. Now you can totally stay here if you're at home curled up with your fur babies or your real babies, whichever you prefer. Or you can begin to sit up with me, and I'm going to move my fingers and toes and begin to shift and move. When I bend my knees that first time, my lower back's going to feel really flat, and it's going to feel so much better. You're going to pull those knees in, maybe a little rock here to kind of get some blood flow, because we did. It doesn't seem like we've done a lot of work in lower back, but we did. I'm going to roll the body to the right, slowly coming up. I'm going to sit back on those booties, nice and comfortable. Bring those hands to the heart. You can even place them on your heart. We're going to let the head turn to the right. Let the head turn to the left. And back to the center. We remind ourselves of all the amazing things we have in our life to be thankful for. And on some days that feels like the list is a short list. But if you unpack that list, I bet there's a lot more. Because there's so many things we take for granted and we don't even realize we do it. We send out love and kindness and compassion to those who need it. And we're going to end the practice with an Om, and that's only if you're comfortable. If you don't want to, that's fine. Enjoy mine. Inhaling. Bowing forward in respect, namaste. Peace be with you. Go safely, and thank you for practicing with me every morning at 9 a.m. I really appreciate this time that we spend together. I love the messages that I get. I absolutely love the messages that I get. Thank you, Brian, for that. I need it. I really need it. You guys think you're having a hard time at home. A lot of people are having a hard time at home. And this makes me feel connected to you guys. It gives me community. It's just not me and Parker. He's pretty good company though. And I really appreciate it. So if you like the video, like it. If you know somebody who might have a lower back that needs some strengthening, share the video. Turn them to YouTube. I have a whole YouTube channel where when we practice here, I move them straight over to YouTube. So maybe your friend that lives in Michigan doesn't have a Facebook but would benefit. Send him or her there. I really appreciate the letters, old school letters that I'm getting in the mailbox every day. Gives me a reason to dress up and go to the mailbox, right? I really appreciate the support. Thank you for joining me. Have an awesome day. Thank you.